Army Staff, General Asim Munir, warned against the spread of anarchy through social media, emphasizing the military's resolve to counter any attempts at creating chaos. Speaking at a conference in Islamabad, he urged religious scholars to promote tolerance and unity. His remarks come amid increasing social media criticism labeled as digital terrorism, prompting the military and government to take measures to curb online dissent. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif echoed the need for unity, highlighting the unprecedented cooperation between the coalition government and national institutions. He stressed that this collaboration is crucial for overcoming the country's current challenges, noting that such harmony is essential in these times. In other news, more monsoon rains are expected in Pakistan from 9 August to 12th, with heavy rainfall and thunderstorms predicted across several regions. The Met Office has issued warnings about possible flash flooding, urban flooding, and landslides, advising travelers and farmers to take necessary precautions. Lastly, Dr. Salah bin Mohammed Al Budair, the Imam of Masjid-e-Nabawi in Saudi Arabia, has arrived in Islamabad for a 7-day visit. During his stay, he will lead Friday prayers at Faisal Mosque and meet with Pakistani leaders, underscoring the strong ties between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. This visit is seen as a gesture of goodwill, promoting mutual understanding and cooperation between the two nations. The Palestinian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has requested the International Criminal Court (ICC) issue an arrest warrant for Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich. This follows Smotrich's controversial remarks suggesting it may be justified and moral to starve Palestinians in Gaza. The Foreign Ministry denounced these comments as a policy of genocide and urged global condemnation. They have called on countries to ban Smotrich from entering their territories and for the ICC to act. Smotrich had argued that Israel must allow aid into Gaza to maintain international legitimacy, despite his views on the ethics of starvation. The ongoing Israeli blockade and military actions have severely affected Gaza, leading to significant civilian casualties. The ICC is already pursuing warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, but not for Smotrich. His statements have sparked international outrage, with calls for retraction from British and European officials. Meanwhile, allegations of severe abuse at Sadeh Teman prison, including sexual assault of detainees, have surfaced. The US has called for a thorough investigation into these claims, emphasizing zero tolerance for such abuse. Nobel Peace Prize-winning economist Muhammad Yunus has returned to Bangladesh to lead an interim government. His appointment follows weeks of student-led protests that forced Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to resign and flee to India. Yunus arrived in Dhaka on Thursday and is set to meet with President Mohammad Shahabuddin and Army Chief General Waqaruzzaman before taking an oath of office and announcing his new cabinet. Yunus, who aims to hold elections within 90 days, described the day as Bangladesh's second independence. Yunus, known for his work with Grameen Bank and its microloan model, was selected for his neutral stance and global connections. He was recently acquitted of politically motivated charges and has returned after extensive travel abroad. General Waqaruzzaman expressed confidence in Yunus' ability to guide Bangladesh through its current crisis. Ukrainian troops have reportedly advanced up to 10 kilometers into Russia's Kursk region, marking one of the most significant border incursions since the conflict began, according to the Institute for the Study of War. An aide in Ukraine's presidential office indirectly pointed to Moscow's actions as the cause of this incursion, although Ukraine has not officially claimed responsibility for the attack on Russian territory. Meanwhile, Ukraine has expressed regret over Niger's decision to sever diplomatic ties following a similar move by neighboring Mali. Both West African nations have accused Ukrainian forces of supporting rebel groups in the region, further complicating Ukraine's international relations during its ongoing conflict with Russia.